Good morning, my dear students, and welcome to today's class. Dear students, I hope that all of you are fit and fine in your homes and you all are following the precautions which are required for the prevention of the spread of COVID 19. Dear students, please follow all the precautions and encourage others around you to do the same. Dear students, while you are in your homes, it is very important that you focus on a very healthy diet. While you are in your homes, please eat healthy and do not indulge in eating junk food. I'm getting complaints that many of you just lie around in your bed or in your room all day long and you are not living a very healthy lifestyle. Okay, and you eat outside eatables. Outside eatables are not at all recommended at this time, so please avoid them. Okay, eat home cooked healthy food only, which will help you in growing in your growth as well. Okay, now dear students, in yesterday's class we completed the chapter packing. Now very quickly we'll be going through the question answers, and after that we will be starting the chapter the last leaf from the book Moments. Okay, so first of all we'll be going through the question answers. All of you please open your main course book Beehive and come to chapter number 7. Okay, come to the question answers of chapter number 7. All right, so please come to page number 89, thinking about the text. Dear students, the first part states, discuss in pairs and answer each question below in a short paragraph, 30 to 40 words. So this will be our word limit. We don't have to cross this. Okay, and as you are in your homes, you cannot discuss this in pairs. So what we are going to do, we will discuss like we always do. How many characters are there in the narrative? Name them. So here it is also written, don't forget the dog. All of you can do this. All of you can very simply recollect who the three friends were and who was the dog. Why did the narrator volunteer to do the packing? So here you have to give the real reason. Okay, don't give the reason which he tells to his friend. Okay, what were his real intentions? You have to state that. How did George and Harris react to this? You know how they reacted, how they just sat down and started enjoying themselves. Narrate that, what they did, what George did and what Harris did. Okay, I want 2 lines of that. And did Jerome like their reaction? So Jerome's reaction was also what he has written in the chapter, mention that. What was Jerome's real intention when he offered to pack? So what was his real intention? Again you have to mention that. Okay, the second and fourth question, they are almost similar, so similar answers can be given. What did Harris say after the bag was shut and strapped? So now you have to tell, what did Harris say? Okay, when the bag was shut and strapped, you have to mention that line. Why do you think he waited till then to ask? So he irritated the author by mentioning that something is left outside. Why he waited? Because the writer has also said that it is the way he behaves. Okay, so please elaborate on that and mention that. What horrible idea occurred to Jerome a little later? So yes, the toothbrush problem. Okay, that will come in this answer. That is the answer. Mention that. Where did Jerome finally find the toothbrush? So mention the place, and this is what you have to do. Very easy. These are questions are very easy. Not at all. They are not at all difficult. Why did Jerome have to reopen the packed bag? Okay, so then one more thing happened. Okay, one more thing happened in which he had, missed something. Again, mention that. What did George and Harris offer to pack and why? Okay, so the hamper was there which they offered to pack. Why did they offer that? Because of because they wanted to show themselves. Okay, they wanted to show how it's done. Okay, while packing the hamper, George and Harris do a number of foolish and funny things. Tick the statements that are true. So question number 10 you can do in your book only. Do question number 1 to 9 in your notebook and question number 10 in your book only. Okay. Now these questions, they were very simple. Dear students, one more thing I want you to do, that before writing your answers, all of you please go through the literature companion. Okay, please read the literature companion once and then write the question answers, so that you get an idea how the questions should be written. Okay, next question. What does Jerome say was Montmorency's ambition in life? What did Jerome say was Montmorency's ambition in life? Mention that he has very clearly stated that how Montmorency was always, coming in the way and wanted to, make other people fall. That was the ambition. Mention that. What do you think of Montmorency and why? So here you have to give your own opinion, and I am always saying that whenever you are giving your opinion, give it with a reason. Whatever your opinion is, whether Montmorency was a good dog or a bad dog, valid reasons you have to give. If you're in opinion based questions, it doesn't matter whether you say yes or no. What matters is whether you have given the right reason or not. Okay. Next question. Discuss in groups and answer the following questions in 2 or 3 paragraphs, 100 to 150 words. So these are long answer questions. Please pay special attention to them. Of the 3, Jerome, George and Harris, who do you think is the best or worst packer? Support your answer with details from the text. So you have to, first of all, as per your opinion, describe who is the best, then mention why he is the best, and give the portions from the chapter where it has been shown that he was the best. Then mention who was the worst. Okay, again then take out portions from the chapter which can support your answer that yes, this person was the worst packer. Okay. How did Montmorency contribute to the packing? So he came in a scene, okay, when he was, making people stumble, and he even killed a few rats. Mention that episode, okay. Do you find this story funny? I think all of you will say yes, right? Everybody is gonna say yes only. What are the humorous elements in it? Pick out at least 3, think about what happens as well as how it is described. So humorous elements means क्या funny चीज़ है, क्या चीज़ है जिनसे आपको हंसी है. जैसे like I laughed when Montmorency was hit on his head by a pan. Okay, so that was quite funny for me. Whatever the things which you found funny, you can mention that. Okay, so dear students, we have discussed the question answers. If you have any problem in any question answer, please let me know. Okay, discuss it with me. You can give me a call or send me a message, or you can ask on Kaizala app. Okay, now we have finished with our question answers. In today's class, now we will be moving forward and we will be now getting to moments. Okay, so we have a very interesting chapter to do. In today's class, we will be doing the epic story. This is an epic short story in English literature, The Last Leaf by O. Henry. Why I am saying it's epic? Because there have been so many adaptations of this story, okay, all around the world. This is a story which people know in almost every country of the world. This story has had such a profound impact. It is, people all around the world know it. Okay. um, you might have heard of the Bollywood movie Lutera. It was a movie which came a few years back, okay, with Ranveer Singh and Sonakshi Sinha in the cast. So that movie is actually based on this story, okay, that has been is inspired from this story, The Last Leaf by O. Henry. Okay, so I hope you'll enjoy reading this chapter and just read it. It's a lovely story, it's a beautiful story. Okay, all of you, please open your chapter number 7, The Last Leaf. It has been written by American short story writer O. Henry. O. Henry, he was famous for writing short stories only, and this has been his biggest contribution. Okay, this has been his biggest story. He is known all around the world just for this story. All right, let's do a pre-read. It is autumn. Autumn, the season after the summer season. Okay, once the summer season is over, comes autumn. Okay, in which leaves, they start to fall from trees. They start drying up and they fall from trees. It is autumn. The wind is blowing hard and it is raining heavily. All the leaves on an ivy creeper have fallen except one. So एक ivy creeper है. Ivy creeper क्या होता है? Ivy creeper is a plant. So जैसे बेल होती है ना, वो प्लांट वो ऊपर चढ़ती जाती है, वो कुछ उसको सपोर्ट मिल जाता है लाइक पाइप टाइप, और वो उसके सहारे वो फिर चढ़ जाती है. दैट इज एन आईवी क्रीपर. ओके, कि वो लपेटते हुए, क्रीप करते हुए वो चढ़ती है, रेंगते हुए. ऑल द लीव्स ऑन एन आईवी क्रीपर हैव फॉलन एक्सेप्ट वन. सो एक आईवी क्रीपर पे सारे लीव्स गिर गए बट एक ही नहीं गिरा. वाई डजंट द लास्ट लीफ फॉल. सो वो एक ही लीफ है जो रह गया है. ओके, सिर्फ एक लीफ रह गया है और वो क्यों नहीं गिर रहा है. लेट्स रीड एंड फाइंड आउट. Sue and John C., two young artists, shared a small flat. सो दो यंग आर्टिस्ट हैं, दो फीमेल्स हैं, उनका नाम है सू एंड जॉन सी. द फ्लैट वॉज ऑन द थर्ड स्टोरी ऑफ एन ओल्ड हाउस. थर्ड स्टोरी लेवल, ओके, जो उसका लेवल होता है, थर्ड लेवल पे था वो. जॉन सी फेल वेरी सीरियसली इल इन नवंबर. So in the month of November, she had a very serious disease. She got a very serious disease. She had pneumonia. So pneumonia is a disease in which the lungs, they flame up. Okay. So you might have heard कि जब किसी के अंदर पानी चला जाता है, छोटे बच्चों को निमोनिया बहुत होता है, ठंड बहुत लगती है, फिर उनके लंग्स जो हैं वो फ्लेम अप हो जाते हैं. ओके, सो this is pneumonia. It's a disease. She would lie in her bed without moving, just gazing out of the window. So वो बेड में लेटी रहती थी और क्या करती थी? She used to just gazing. Gazing means looking casually. वो बस ऐसे देखती रहती थी विंडो के बाहर क्या हो रहा है. Sue, her friend, became very worried. सो सू ऑब्वियसली फ्रेंड, वो साथ रहती है उसके, तो उसे ऑब्वियस सी बात है कि उसे चिंता होगी, शी विल बी वरिड, she'll get worried that why my friend is not fine and why she is not improving in her condition. She sent for the doctor. Sent for the doctor means उन्होंने डॉक्टर को बुलाने के लिए भेजा, उन्होंने इनविटेशन भेजा कि डॉक्टर प्लीज कम. ओके. Although he came every day, there was no change in Johnson's condition. So the doctor, he came every day, but Johnson's condition, it remained the same. It didn't improve. One day, the doctor took Sue aside and asked her. So one day, the doctor took Sue aside. Aside means to a side. वो उसे एक साइड पर लेके गया कि जहां पे वो बात कर सके आराम से जॉन्सी से. ओके, सॉरी, नॉट जॉन्सी से, सू से. वो सू को साइड में लेके गया कि वो सू से बात कर सके. ओके, कुछ उसे बात करनी थी. इज एनीथिंग वरिंग जॉन्सी? सो द डॉक्टर वांटेड टू नो कि इज देयर एनीथिंग which is mentally creating a problem for Johnsy. No, replied Sue, but why do you ask? Okay, डॉक्टर ने ऐसा मेंटल हेल्थ से रिलेटेड क्वेश्चन पूछा, जबकि उसे डिजीज जो है, निमोनिया जो है, वो एक फिजिकल डिजीज है, तो डॉक्टर उसकी मेंटल हेल्थ के बारे में क्वेश्चन क्यों कर रहा है? Why? The doctor said, Johnsy, it seems, has made up her mind that she is not going to get well. If she doesn't want to live, medicines will not help her. So, अब डॉक्टर क्या बता रहा है कि डॉक्टर कह रहा है कि जॉन्सी जो है उसने डिसाइड कर लिया. शी हैज मेड अप हर माइंड. मेड अप हर माइंड मीन्स उसने एकदम डिसाइड कर लिया, उसने बिल्कुल सोच लिया है. ओके, कि वो ठीक ही नहीं होने वाली. उसने मेंटली सोच लिया है, मेंटली थॉट बन गया उसका, दैट शी इज नॉट गोइंग टू गेट वेल. इफ शी डजंट वांट टू लिव, मेडिसिन्स विल नॉट हेल्प हर. ऑब्वियसली अगर कोई पेशेंट रिकवर ना करना चाहे तो उसकी बॉडी रिस्पॉन्ड नहीं करती. दिस इज एक्चुअली अ साइंटिफिक थ्योरी. ओके, दिस इज एक्चुअली अ साइंटिफिक थ्योरी कि हाँ, अगर पेशेंट जो है वो ठीक होने की कोशिश ना करे, वो ठीक होना ना चाहे, तो उसकी बॉडी रिस्पॉन्ड नहीं करती मेडिसिन्स को. ओके, बॉडी नेचुरली ही एक हाइबरनेशन मोड में चली जाती है. ओके, आई थिंक यू ऑल नो अबाउट हाइबरनेशन. जैसे बेयर्स जो होते हैं वो 3-4 महीने के लिए हाइबरनेशन में चले जाते हैं. ओके, कुछ को तो 6 मंथ्स के लिए भी चले जाते हैं. सो वो उस मोड में चले जाते हैं कि वो जिंदा होते हैं बट वो कुछ कर नहीं रहे होते हैं. ओके, सो ऐसा ही हाइबरनेशन मोड ह्यूमंस में भी होता है. एक्चुअली यू नो देयर इज अ स्टोरी ऑफ अ जापानीज पर्सन. ओके, I saw it on TED. I'll tell you that person, he got lost in a jungle for around 20-25 days and he was left with no food or water, and he still didn't die because his body, it went into hibernation. You can YouTube it, hibernation in humans, and you will, this case will come up front. Okay, so ये एक साइंटिफिक थ्योरी है कि बॉडी अगर नहीं चाहेगी रिस्पॉन्ड करना तो फिर नहीं होगी. मेडिसिन से कुछ नहीं होने वाला. मेडिसिन दे कैन नॉट वर्क ऑन देयर ओन. दे शुड बी सपोर्टेड बाय द बॉडीज डिजायर टू गेट वेल. ओके, मैंने इतना एक्सप्लेन इसलिए किया बिकॉज आई वॉन्ट यू पीपल टू अंडरस्टैंड दैट वाई शी वॉज नॉट गेटिंग well, because this is a very important question. This is a very important point. Sue tried her best to make Johnsy take an interest in things around her. So obviously Sue was concerned about Johnsy. उसने उसके लिए जो भी आसपास में चीजें हैं उसमें उससे कोशिश करेगी उसका इंटरेस्ट जगा दे, उसे मोटिवेट कर दे. She talked about clothes and fashion, but Johnsy did not respond. सो उस वो फैशंस के बारे में, क्लोथ्स के बारे में बात करती, बट जॉन्सी शी डिडंट रिस्पॉन्ड. रिस्पॉन्ड मीन्स रिप्लाई. ओके, तो वो कोई भी जवाब नहीं देती थी, वो रिस्पॉन्ड ही नहीं करती थी उन चीजों को. ओके, जॉन्सी कंटिन्यूड टू लाई स्टिल ऑन हर बेड. सो वो क्या करती थी, बस वो अपने बेड के ऊपर एक देर रुकी, अपने बेड पे आराम से लेटी रहती थी, मोशनलेस, कोई मोशन नहीं होता था. Sue brought her drawing board into Johnson's room and started painting. So जो Sue थी वो अपना जो पेंट ड्राइंग बोर्ड था वो रूम में ले, ताकि इंटरेस्ट लेना स्टार्ट करे जॉन्सी का भी उसमें कुछ इंटरेस्ट आए, क्योंकि जॉन्सी वाज आल्सो एन आर्टिस्ट. To take Johnson's mind off her illness, she whistled while working. See, वो फर्स्ट थिंग वो अपना ड्राइंग बोर्ड रूम के अंदर ले आई. सेकेंडली अब वो क्या कर रही है, शी स्टार्टेड whistling while working. Okay, whistling means सीटी बजाना. Okay, she started whistling while working to take Johnson's mind off her illness. Mind off her illness means कि उसका ध्यान उसकी इलनेस से हटाने के लिए, जो वो सिक है उससे हटाने के लिए. Suddenly, Sue heard Johnsy whisper something. So she heard that she was whispering something. Okay. She quickly rushed to the bed and heard Johnsy counting backwards. So उसने जाके, मीन्स उसको एक इंटरेस्ट जगा कि ओके जॉन्सी कुछ बोल रही है, मैं सुनती हूँ जाके कि what is she saying. Okay. She was looking out of the window and was saying 12. Okay, उसने एक नंबर बोला 12 और वो विंडो से बाहर देख रही थी. Okay, so whatever 12 referred to, it was not there in the room, it was out of the room. After some time, she whispered 11, then 10, then 9, 8, 7. Sue anxiously looked out of the window. So जैसे जैसे वो backward count करती गई, तो she got anxious, she got worried that what is this, what is going on, why is she counting backwards like this. Sue ने जब विंडो में जाके देखा कि उसने देखा कि विंडो के बाहर क्या है, तो उसने देखा she saw an old ivy creeper climbing halfway up the brick wall opposite the window. So please look at the image. विंडो के ऑपोजिट में जो एक आईवी क्रीपर बना हुआ है. Okay, you can see in the image as well. This is the image I'm talking about on page number 45. See, okay, इसके ऊपर ये होता है एक आईवी क्रीपर प्लांट. Okay, जो बेल के सहारे वो चढ़ता है प्लांट. So उसे वो प्लांट दिखा, सू को वो प्लांट दिखा. In the strong wind outside, the creeper was shedding its leaf. So बाहर जो बहुत तेज हवा चल रही थी, उसमें जो क्रीपर था, it was shedding its leaves. Shedding means उसके जो leaves थे वो गिर रहे थे. Okay, so this was what was going on. Okay, so my dear students, today we are going to read till here only. If anything is not clear to you and you have any doubt in the chapter, then please give me a call, send me a message, or you can ask in the Kaizala group. Okay, so clear your doubts, because doubts, they are not good for mind. Okay, so dear students, that's it for today. Thank you for your time and have a nice day.